If you guys remember last week, there was some huge Warzone drama as they were pretty much called out for gaslighting the entire Call of Duty community as there were desync and hit marker issues all across the game. We saw so many clips of people visibly shooting the enemies and seeing blood splats, and nothing was happened. No damage was given, sometimes obviously kills not given, and it was a pretty big issue.
Yep. Fucking hit again. Somebody clip that, bro. Somebody. That. You've got to be fucking with me.
Hello? I've just hit him! Game! That is utter bollocks.
And after all of the evidence had been put out there, and amidst actually all of these clips coming out, it was Call of Duty Updates dropping a little updated statement where they pretty much said, you guys are wrong. You're just not doing damage, okay? It's a visual effect with blood splatters. There's no other issues. Saying we've identified an issue that could result in erroneous, that's a huge word, visual blood effects when damage was not actually dealt while shooting at enemies in all modes. And they were right away slammed with a community note over on X saying there's a hit reg issue in Warzone. On the client side, it's displayed that the shot hits the enemies, showing the visual effect of blood, but the servers don't register them as valid hits. Therefore, the error lies in the unregistered hit and not on the visual blood effect. And we had tons of people call this out, tons of people talk about this, tons of people responding saying, hey, do not gaslight me, Call of Duty, including someone like Jev, who dropped a video on this, which of course I had to share with all of you guys. Whenever Jev goes at the big man, we got to talk about it.
And stuff, all the clips that people are posting, people are dumping full mags in people, blood is flying all over the place, and they're getting 0 hit markers in the process and dealing no damage. So it results in these really frustrating situations where you are absolutely on target, you're shooting the person, you see the blood coming out, you're aiming on them, and the game is not rewarding you for hitting your shot. So they're saying that the blood spatter is just happening, but they don't explain how the blood spatter is happening. Obviously, the blood spatter is happening when the person is hitting their shots on target on their screen. But they're basically implying that the blood spatter is just happening wrong and incorrectly, and that the player isn't actually hitting their shots. But on their screen, they are clearly hitting the shots. Now, obviously, we're not developers. We don't understand how servers work entirely. Sure, yeah, fine. But that's kind of the point though, right? People are saying that there are connection and desync issues happening. And instead of them agreeing that there are connection and desync issues happening that are resulting in these kinds of situations where an effect is client side and then the actual damage is server side, you can make that distinction. I don't argue that. My argument is that visually speaking, I am still hitting my shots. First solution, instead of addressing the desync issue and ghost bullets and bullets disappearing and damage not happening, is just a result of a visual bug, which isn't possible because on my screen I'm still hitting them. So it's clearly a desync issue. Thing where if it's visually happening in front of me, that's what should be happening, server side, client side, all of it. What's happening in front of me should be the thing that's happening. And if it's not happening, then there is an issue with desync, right? They're trying to pass it off as another issue that it's not, basically. And that's not sitting well with people.
And pretty much just noting how stupid this is, that you just can't admit a mistake or admit that there is something wrong. And coming to the same conclusion that I did a week ago in that video, and I'm sure you guys did too, okay, it doesn't matter what the issue is. All right, clearly you guys kind of misled what the actual issue was, but the issue still stands. There are players out there shooting enemies, seeing blood splatters, and okay, keep in mind, it doesn't even matter the blood effect, okay? They are shooting right on enemies' bodies and not doing damage. There is an issue in the game, bottom line. And so the Call of Duty and Warzone community will not be gaslit. They will keep on community noting, and we'll see if the issues do get resolved. It's kind of crazy. Maybe this is just me. Over the past week, though, no one's talking about Warzone. This past week has been insane for gaming. The amount of games that have dropped in the past week alone, it feels like all eyes are not on Call of Duty and not on Warzone, and instead we're talking about, PoE 2, and we got new games like Shatterline, and we got Smite 2, right? And Fortnite First Person is the talk of the town, and we got Delta Force and so many others. It's like the end of the year happened, and every game dropped. Any others? Let me leave a comment down below so I can maybe play some other ones, but crazy times, guys. We'll feel like Warzone has been on a downturn. Hopefully they can figure things out. Till next time, take care. You know what to drink. Drink it, and I'll see you back here tomorrow morning. Take care.